Okay, I didn't realize I wasn't recording, so I'll do this again. I have been gone for quite some time because my uncle needs me, and my mom's in a nursing home, so nobody's at my mother's house but my uncle. So these are my potatoes. They literally went crazy in the 4 days I was gone. That's one bucket. I'm sprinkling sulfur and Epsom salt right now, and then I'm going to go downstairs and get the fertilizer. This is another plant. I'm going to pile some more soil on top of these. That's the other one. This one had quite a bit of mold, so I had to take care of that. These are the tomatoes. If you look closely, those are my roots. And here, look at all those roots. So I'm gonna probably pop the bottom stems off of this. And I don't know why, but this one is growing the fastest, and I planted all three of them at the same time. So I don't know why that one's doing better, but I have some green wire. I'm gonna go ahead and tie the wire down to here, and put some Epsom salts and tomato vegetable and fish fertilizer in my tomatoes right now, but I'm not gonna do that to any of the other plants. But here are the beans. The leaves are turning yellow. I think it's a lack of water, so I'll probably do that to these plants as well. You can see there's a lot of beans growing on it right now. Here's number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can see all over. See? So for a first timer, I think I'm doing real good. Here's the garlic, carrots, strawberries. These are beans as well, and I have some more downstairs too. I'm going to show y'all that in a second. Hold on. Okay. Here are my peas, as in sweet peas. Here are my okra and string beans. Those don't look too hot. I put some sulfur powder on those. And the beans don't need any help. But the beans that are sprouting from this one, I'm going to go ahead and plant these. Those are my bins for planting. Fish fertilizer, blood meal, tomato fertilizer. Man, I hope this ain't messed up. This is not sealed properly. And that's it for right now. I'll be right back when I do this. Okay, I'm back once again. I piled up my potatoes with more soil, all 3 buckets, as did my tomatoes, and I tied the tomatoes with these stakes here, and I fed my peas, my strawberries, my tomatoes, and my potatoes sulfur, Epsom salts, and tomato fertilizer. And I watered the tomatoes already, and I watered the potatoes already. I added some, I saw a YouTube video where a man, he continued to soak his avocados in water, and he put some potting soil. So I put the potting soil in. As you can see, the sweet potatoes haven't sprouted any things up top, but it does take up to 3 months. And what else? I put potting soil in it. Only one of my avocados is sprouting. And I also fed blood meal and fish fertilizer to my tomatoes and aspirin too to my tomatoes and my potatoes and my peas and my beans and my strawberries. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my seeds, all of my seeds that started sprouting, I'm going to plant those. And I'm going to take these beans right here and plant it in with the new beans that just sprouted. So with that being said, I'm done for now. I'll see y'all in a minute. Oh, I think I'm doing something right, because look at this beautiful caterpillar. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Let me see if I can get it to come on my finger. Come here, baby. Come on. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on. See, there it is. Isn't it pretty? I hope it's not poisonous, because I'm never scared to touch these things. Come here, baby. Don't hurt. I'm not going to hurt you. I will not hurt you. There it is. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm back. I transplanted my cherry tomatoes. That's that. And I did my basket of beans. That's that. I also transplanted the ice cream container of beans that I had into this basket right here, there, and I got a few more to do. And I found that I tried everybody's methods of biodegradable material to start and plant seeds from scratch, and I used egg cartons, but I used the styrofoam one. It didn't work for me. It didn't hold the roots together good. So me personally, everybody's at their own discretion what they want to do, but me personally, I won't do that again. I highly recommend the Dixie paper cups because they hold water well. And actually I found when you make sure the bottom of the cup is watered, it starts to fall apart. So whether you decide to cut the cup off of the seedling or not, it's still going to transplant. And if the bottom of the cup is wet or damp, all your roots peel off in one piece, and it's also attached to the seedling as well. And I found that it being dry, it does not stay attached. Some of the roots are going to pop off. And it's also recyclable. So, but I wouldn't recommend. I don't know who would or who does it. I haven't seen any YouTube videos on it as such, but I wouldn't recommend burying in your soil. The toilet paper tubes and newspaper, that is the best way, yes, by far. But the downside of that, the con of that is the pro of it, you can bury everything inside your soil. You don't have to cut any cups off or whatever, because the newspaper is going to break down and become a part of the soil, and it's nutrient to your plant as well. It's beneficial to your plant as well. But it's very time consuming, folding a newspaper and tucking it on the bottom. But then when you want it to stay, sometimes it becomes untucked on the bottom and it leans over, which leads to your seed and your soil spilling out. And it does suck up the water. You can water the bottom of your tray, and the bottom of your tray, whatever you're using, will stay watered, and it sucks up into the soil very, very, very well. You don't have to poke any holes or make sure it's a hole on the bottom of the newspaper. You don't have to do that, because as soon as you pour your water in your well on the bottom that's catching the extra water, the cardboard and the newspaper absorbs all the water. And then I would say the downside of the Dixie cups is it does soak the water, but some of the water stays to the bottom. The only time the water actually sucked up into it was when I turned my heater on, because I don't have a light. Those lights are really expensive, and I try to save as much as I can, but I don't have a light that puts heat down to the seeds as they're growing. It provides heat, and it also acts as sunlight. It fools the plants to make them think of sunlight. So I have a lot of lizards on my porch I'm not afraid of, but I have a lot of lizards curious of my plants. I also make sure with the ones that are hazardous with the leaves that I keep it sprayed with the diatomaceous earth and neem oil water. And bumblebees are also very curious, so they're doing their job as far as my strawberry plants are concerned. They should have been more growing right now, but they're not, because I didn't soak the roots. I was so anxious to get it started, and I didn't soak the roots. I find that if you soak the roots, everybody's, they start actually seeing leaves sprout in 2 days. But mine still, the only thing you see is leaves on mine, and I only see one strawberry. So, but I'm going to be patient with that. I'm not going to bother myself. But my okra, my last batch of okra didn't go so well, but I germinated my seeds with the peroxide and spring water mixture, or bottled water. Just buy you normally buy a case of bottled water. Just buy get one of the 16-ounce bottles, pour a little of it out, and put 1 to 2 tablespoons, or 3 if you choose, of regular hydrogen peroxide that you already have. That folded up with a folded up piece of hand towel, and you wet it and put it in the Ziploc bag and let it sit like a greenhouse, and seal it and let it sit for a couple days. You'll see your seedlings. Sometimes it says, if your packet says 10, sometimes your packet could say anywhere between 7 and 14 days. But I guarantee you'll see a seedling in 1 to 3 days tops, no matter what kind of seed you use. Because I am growing a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff. And the only seedlings you don't need to sprout that you can put directly into your soil is broccoli. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this part of the video, put all my stuff up, and I'm not going to do any more right now, even though I should do my okra seeds and my peas, but I'm not going to do that. I need to do a little bit more stuff to take care of myself, but I just wanted to make sure these plants, I get it in the ground and in the soil, and cover my potatoes up so they wouldn't go bad. And I wanted to make sure, because all my money that I've spent thus far will go to waste, and I do not want that to happen, because I'm investing a lot in this, but I'm going to get a lot back, because I am seeing that if I take special care and I do as much research as I can, I won't have a problem growing these things. So with that being said, I'm going to close it out for right now. And if I do come back, y'all, I'll see you. If not, I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.